example of what we do in Rome, that's Rebuilding Hope and Wealth Initiative. One of the campaigns we started not too long ago is, for example, the disability, climate change, and health. So what we have been doing really is training other people with disabilities to even know what of climate change and how it impacts, the health and well-being or whatever there is in climate change. So to me, not every person with disability is an advocate. And for us to understand that, there is always need for us to include a kind of training in order to build the capacity of each other. What our own organization as well is doing is peer support. And this peer support is how we now share our experiences, because majorly we focus primarily on the spinal cord injuries. And persons with spinal cord injuries, for instance, if they don't hear that some of the challenges that they are facing or complications that they are facing, it has also been experienced by other people. That way, it's easier for them to accept what they are doing. So, whatever it is, when you train these people, train them on how to talk to stakeholders, how can they present their cases. Listen, we are persons with disabilities, and it's not just about us our pictures being taken in programs, but we need to be able to be given an opportunity to speak up. And when we are speaking up, it is expected of us to know what we are talking about at that point in time. Why? Because in disability inclusive arena now, you find that there are a lot of other sectors that different persons with disabilities advocate. So, but if we keep on, they keep looking at us like just a bunch of, flowers, it's not going to get us anywhere. So whatever we are doing, we are trying to incorporate what is the problem? How do we find solutions? So that one day that we are not there, we the founders, other people will be able to present themselves. Not like in our state governments, for instance, where you find that a lot of people with disabilities have access to the government, but because they don't have that capacity, they end up advocating for themselves. Before you know it, you are reading in the papers, oh, they are giving us cars, they are giving us Hajj, whatever. But when you have to promote yourself as an advocate, because that is the only way you'll be able to defend yourself and disability when the time is right for any other discussion. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for amplifying the importance of capacity building for persons with disability, for us to be able to engage with stakeholders. I will also move now. I want to move to Solomon, and I will be asking this question. I'll be asking Solomon and Adelani at the same time. That we all know that there is currently a roadmap on the local production of assistive devices. How can we ensure that persons with disability have an unhindered access to quality, affordable, and acceptable assistive technology and devices, specifically talking about deaf persons and deafblind?
Please, we have 2 more minutes for this session.